Howdy folks, Brian Cusco here at Triple B. Please pardon my disheveled appearance and demeanor. I've been all over the road. We got a baby girl coming really soon, so if you think I look tired now, you ain't seen nothing yet. We are halfway through the Reptile Pomona Super Show interviews at this point. We've gotten to meet some great people and we're gonna meet even more. Today we'll be talking with Chase Baker of Texas Boa Exotics. As the name implies, Chase works with some beautiful boa constrictors and also has some really high-end ball pythons that he will be showing us in this video. Chase loves snakes so much that he stole his mom's car in the middle of the night because he had to just go and get a snake. Mrs. Baker, if you're watching, Chase is sorry and he promises never to do it again, and he's past the statute of limitations at this point anyway, so let's just pretend it never happened. You're watching Triple B TV.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's more of like one of those things where like I don't feel like getting the crap for stealing her car later on, but I don't really care that much, so we'll do it. We'll just do it.
Did she get her car back?
Yeah, she got it back.
Okay.
I mean, not one piece all the way. I hit a pole on the way out, leaving to go, but it still got there.
When you're 13, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it happened. So we lived in an apartment complex, and I went to go back out, and the lady next to me backed to the angle, and I turned and I hit it. That was the problem, dude.
So, and that's how you got into snakes?
That's not like how I initially got into them, but that's like what really like. I was like, ooh, I went too far, you know? Like, that's what made me excited for him, basically.
Okay. Let's step back. So how did you get into snakes?
My girlfriend and I in high school, we had just decided that we liked them. She got one for her birthday, so then my birthday came around, I looked into them while we found out hers was a female, and I decided, let's try to breed them, let's see what there is. And then I met a buddy of mine, Brad Willoughby. I don't know if you ever heard of him or not.
I haven't.
He used to hang out in the fauniforms back in the day, and a real good guy. I went out to his place, and I seen all these morphs, and I was just sold. After that, I was sold, and then I got in love with sand boas by going up there with my mom's car, taking that, and then from there, yeah, it just went.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so the moment that you saw your mom, that's when you really knew your love.
That's like, whenever I was just like,
I gotta get there.
It was just like, I seen that Sambo and I was like, oh, I really love it. So she was asleep and I was like, screw it, I can take it up there, I can drive it, she'll never even know. Got back home and she didn't, so it worked perfectly.
Nice. That's dedication.
That's the way that it works. So, and it's funny because like still that day I have this Sambo and I love it to death. So, and now I have a ton of Samboas.
You were 13 then, so that was about 10,
like 13,
12 years
14,
ago?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing it, I think this year is my 9th year breeding boas.
Okay.
So having boa litters consistently. So, and then about 7 years of ball pythons, give or take. I did a clutch of ball pythons like the first year that I ever did it. I only did one clutch, then after that it just grew a little bit bigger. So it worked out.
Is this your first time at Pomona? Or?
This is my first time. It's a lot bigger. I was amazed how long it was. That's for sure. Like,
yeah, that's pretty
long thing. So,
how many shows have you vended in your?
I do a lot of the Texas shows. So Tinley's like my big thing. I really love going to Tinley Park just because that's like the boa show per se. I go up there every year, twice a year I try to, and then from there we got like Arlington RBC, which I usually don't vend that one, but I'm gonna go hang out and do all that stuff. I'm more of I like to go and hang out, walk around, mess with all the vendors instead of vend and have to deal with all the people.
This is my first time having like a booth of some kind.
Yeah,
so.
I'd love just being able to walk around and talk with all the people that I don't ever get to see, basically.
Yeah,
that's the nice part.
Let's see how it goes with me today doing this. What do you guys think about it? You got some animals here you want to show off?
I do. So let's see here. So this is the labyrinth boa, and
wow.
They vary so much, and that's what I love about them. The super form is, for me, I consider it close to a crystal ball python. They have a blue eye with a black pupil in the middle, and they have like a faint pattern all over them. They're just kind of yellow. So basically, the snake really looks like an albino, but the eyes are not albino, and it doesn't have as much pattern. And then these things can vary to where they have just crazy stripes all the way down their back, to where they can have this kind of this blockier look to them too as well. They're really similar to jungles, and this guy, or not similar to jungles, but they like kind of fall along the same lines and getting that stripy look to them. And then this girl here, this is a hypofire jungle lab, and she is just absolutely insane. She's not colored up nearly as much as she normally is, but she really usually has just crazy peachy colors along the sides. And then, like I said, you can see how much the pattern got crazy and broke up here. The fire really adds to it a ton, just taking away the color. You can see like the head spear just completely goes away almost.
Oh yeah.
Which is a characteristic of like the fires. The fires have a real broken head spear. I should have brought one over. These guys are by far my favorite boas right now on the planet.
Nice, man. Yeah, I see why there's a lot going on there. Especially on this one in particular. There's so much going on. There's that black line too. That's like that.
Right, and that's a big characteristic of like the labyrinth stuff too. Is they have real good saddle lines, especially whenever you add the jungle in. They tend to get like really dark saddle lines around the outside. which is that black coming in, and I just love it because it makes the animal really pop.
Yeah, it does. That's, that's incredible.
These guys are by far some of my favorites that I've ever made. Probably my favorite litter, definitely by far, that I've ever made in my entire life. Labyrinth boas are the best. You should definitely get them.
Well, I know what that is. So I mean, that's a sunset. Is there more than sunset going on there? Just straight sunset?
That is not. That is just a regular sunset female. I produced her probably about 3 months ago or so, give or take. And I actually, whenever I cut the egg and I looked inside there, I seen about this much of her tail. And if I were to show you the picture, you'd swear up and down as a pinstripe. So I thought it was a pinstripe whenever she was in the egg, and it came out to be a regular sunset, and I love her. Unfortunately, she's really dark right now because it's the cold and stuff like that, but these guys are just amazing. As you know, adding the inchi makes them insane. Adding, you know, the pastel makes them insane. I have a fire spider, or possibly a fire spider. It's a spider pos fire sunset. And that thing is just insane. It's super orange. I just love the way the colors are coming in on it.
Man.
So
it's an incredible gene to be working with.
Sunsets are by far like one of my favorite projects right now.
I mean, they're so powerful. There's so much going on with it. Like,
and the pattern's so bold there. Like, that's what I really love, is how much it really pulls in the pattern, more than the color even. Like, the color's awesome, but I really think that the pattern's really
right. The color's just like a super bonus. And the way it changes the pattern is what's insane.
Exactly. And then
the fact there's so much to be done with it still.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's what I love about them. So
and because it's recessive, it's going to be a lot of work to it. You can't like just pop it into everything. Yeah, it's going to take work.
And that's like, well, that's why I love like this guy. So this is honestly all my genes that I love packed into one snake. Inchi, pinstripe, spider, cinnamon, butter, fire. Pretty much in my building, any clutch is going to have all those genes in it. Most of all of those genes inside of it. Don't know why. I just love making every combo in between this. I should have brought some over to do in the video as well, just because you can see every stage and it's just so awesome. Like, for me, I love it because I literally have like the base all the way up until this guy. So I just have a mixture of them. I don't know what it is about the snake. I love that purple hue to it. I love the way the inchi mess with it. I can't wait to add that into something like the sunset. That way I can just get all the genes that I really want into it.
Put sunset to a snake like that, it's gonna be insane.
It's gonna just toast it up and make it all orange and colorful. That's what I think anyway. So I'm pretty excited for these. Like, I love making multi-gene combos.
That's killer.
It's really funny because for me, like, I love the sunset stuff. I have atomic stuff as well, and I have scalar stuff as well. And I have either like the highest end stuff or I have like the lowest end thing, just because for me, like, I really love just like the base stuff that's been around for years. Like I said with this guy here, these are all the genes that we've seen for years, and they're probably my favorites by far. So
awesome, man. Yeah,
that's just nuclears. That's what really does it for me, though. That's one of those combos. It's
that nuclear scalers you had at the.
I love them. Yeah, I love them to death. Crazy. And then, like, I will say the only downfall that I made in my collection was I added so much nuclear stuff, and now I make black-eyed Lucy's and blue-eyed Lucy's and all these clutches left and right. So it's fun because I have a ton of black-eyed and blue-eyed Lucy's that are possible, you know, multi-gene things, but I don't really know exactly what they are. So it's fun to raise all those up and just breed them normals and see what I get out of them. So that's what I enjoy about it.
It's a gorgeous animal, dude.
Thank you.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate it. Hey, you have a great show.
Yeah, thanks, dude. That was a good one. Chase didn't think he was going to do so hot in that interview, but I'd say he did pretty well. What do you guys think? It sounds like there are a lot more snakes that he would like to show us, so I've got a feeling that this is not going to be the last time you're going to see Mr. Baker here on Triple B TV. If you guys enjoyed this interview, well, then make sure to poke that like button with your little poker fingers so that others can enjoy it too. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more awesome episodes every single Monday. Remember to hug your loved ones, leave a comment down below, and while you're down there, go ahead and check out all the sweet links that can take you to infinity and beyond. Check out our sponsor, join us on Patreon to earn rewards, keep an eye out for the Triple B website that will be coming soon, find us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, make sure to stay hydrated, eat your veggies, stick around for the blooper reel, and if you do all of that stuff, then I think you'll realize that what I'm really trying to say is, y'all take care. Perfect, man.
I tried. Well, thankfully you didn't tell me you started it, so we were just going.
Today, we'll be talking with Chase Baker of TOA. That's, okay, I'm just gonna tell you you're well past the statute of limitation, even with your parents on that one, man. Should come off the fan? Why not? Yeah, crazy action noise, right? Just, bye-bye. We want the real story, that's what we do.
I'll give it to you. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so, anyway, how we do? What we say? What we do? Every day. I'm not gonna put that in because he's not gonna like that. That's real. I am in it a little bit. Okay, yeah, go ahead and rotate. Yeah, if you can rotate a little bit. Here, I might come in like this.
Yeah, I see your shadow really bad on that.
Oh, shadow? Oh.
But when you move your hands, you're in it.
Can you do it like you did it before? Why is that saying stuff? It's the worst that could possibly happen.